Well, if one of your New Year's resolutions was to go greener when it comes to powering your home, ConEdison Solutions is ready to help you try to do that. Here to tell us how is George Lopez. He's president and CEO of ConEdison Solutions. George, welcome back.
Thank you very much for having us back, John.
How do you define green energy at ConEd?
Green energy, well, you can define it in many different ways. The simplest way is the power that somebody purchases. So we are a provider of power to over 300,000 customers in 12 different states.
So what makes it green?
What makes it green is the mix. So you can buy through your normal utility, which is conventional power. We look at green power as a mix of any renewable, whether it be wind, run-of-the-river hydro. We look at those as renewable sources, solar, that's embedded into your power supply.
And what percentage of ConEd's power is actually renewable?
If you look, each state has a certain amount that when you buy, if you were to buy through a utility, would be required. And that's a renewable requirement that each state carry. What ConEd Solutions sells is a voluntary purchase by a customer where they can purchase up to 100% of their supply that's offset by renewable sources. So we sell customers who buy 5% up to 5% more or up to 100% more. 100% of their offset is through renewable sources.
Yesterday, Albany set aside $30 million for companies to expand. I guess it's large-scale solar projects. Solar was the key there. You got a piece of that. ConEd Solutions got a piece of that. What do you do with that money and how?
ConEd Solutions right now, so what we're doing is we have actively engaged several customers in the state of New York where we're looking and assessing the viability of installing solar on rooftops for several customers, including the U.S. Postal Service, for instance, in a couple of locations, where we'll look to see if it's viable for them. And then what NYSERDA, the New York State Energy and Research Development Authority, has set aside dollars that can be applied to buy down the cost of those projects.
You know, with the natural gas prices dropping, solar is becoming less and less economic, though, isn't it? It's harder to justify it.
Well, the offset to that is the fact that what you're seeing is that you're seeing the first cost of installations have come down significantly in the last couple of years. So what you're seeing is there are places throughout the country where the first cost, when you couple in some of the tax advantages of installing solar, can be comparable to the purchase of normal or conventional power.
So the average homeowner could save some money by adding some solar component to there.
That is true. If you look at states like New Jersey and up in Massachusetts, it's become very viable and now more common to see solar panels on tops of roofs.
All right, George Lopez, thanks for coming in.
Great. Thanks for
sharing some of the developments with us. We appreciate it. Up as we continue, 60 years of early morning.